The bull run of 2021 was without a doubt the run that really put crypto on the map. When I think back to that point of time, I think of one project in particularly that outperformed almost everything and blasted off light years outside of our atmosphere. Of course, that project is Sand. With that said, it's time we jump back in the Sandbox and learn about all their newest partnerships and updates. And if all the bulls out there are as bullish on their future roadmap as I am, I wouldn't be surprised to see Sand take a victory lap back to the moon. Let's get it. Welcome to BitBoy Crypto, my name is Ben. In this video, we're going to immerse ourselves into the world of Sandbox, a place where blockchain technology collides with gaming and metaverse. It's a virtual world where you can buy digital land, build on your land, and then create and eventually monetize a gaming experience. So some of you might be wondering, Ben, why are you making a video of a project that has fallen 95% from its all-time high? Hold the phone. Understand that the bear market didn't slow down the Sandbox devs, and when you compare the functionality of their product now to the last bull run, it's night and day difference. Remember, last run, this project pumped from 3 cents to over $8. That's in the ballpark of a 24,000% gain. Insane, even for the crypto space. A pump like that is unprecedented. So when you look past its downfall in price, focus on what they're building now, it becomes clear they have all the right ingredients to replicate the magic. We also have to take into account how far Sandbox has come in terms of partnerships, functionality, and opening the door possibilities for creators and investors alike. Most people don't even understand the level of partnerships Sandbox has locked down over the past few years. Talking top-notch companies like Adidas, Gucci, Ubisoft, and Warner Music Group, and A-tier celebrities such as Paris Hilton, Steve Aoki, and Snoop Dogg. Having upper echelon partnerships and celebrities like this already on your team will only attract more big names over time, especially when your product delivers. Speaking of the product itself, well, they are well on their way to having a fully interactive metaverse. It's safe to say they've come a very long ways. Although there's no events announced at the moment and the date of the next alpha pass remains a mystery, that doesn't mean you can't build the next big thing in Sandbox. With their Vox Edit NFT creator, you can use the modeler and the animator to create whatever your heart desires. For those of you that don't know, Vox is short for voxel, which is that signature box shape, three-dimensional shape look that makes up the Sandbox. You might associate that same look with one of Minecraft. Once you're done creating whatever pops in your mind in the Vox editor, you can head over to the game maker and design the next best game on Sandbox. They even do giveaways and give rewards to the best game designers. The best part is, you don't need to code to design a game in the game maker, and it's free to use. If this interests you, well, you better get in on the action in Q1 of this year. The game maker had over 30,000 downloads and had 6,400 monthly active users. Doesn't end there. According to their roadmap for the rest of this year, by the end of Q3 this year, you'll be able to self-publish your own experience to your land, and by the end of Q4, you'll be able to create estates, rent your land and estates, host experiences if you hold premium land, and to top it off, you'll be able to mint your creations onto the blockchain as NFTs and sell them. You can buy your land, create whatever you want on it, make a game out of it, and monetize the experience. Also, the next time you find yourself in Sandbox, be sure to head on over to the left side of the map, check out our very own Bitboy Land. We built a unique experience on our land, and watch out for that Bitboy avatar. I think he's the only character in Sandbox that can fly? We'll see. Besides the Vox editor, the game maker, and highlights of the roadmap, Sandbox also has some recent announcements that are definitely worth mentioning. One of my favorite announcements is that Sandbox is partnering with Clay Nation, an NFT project on Cardano. Not only is this great because Clay Nation is one of the best NFTs on Cardano, but let's appreciate the fact that Sandbox is making an effort to go cross-chain with their ideas. This partnership is a bonus for everyone as it helps the visibility of both projects, and it's a win for interoperability. Hopefully, this partnership opens the floodgates so other projects from other chains will be encouraged to jump in to the world of Sandbox. I'm also bullish on the new partnership with Open Campus, which is a community-led protocol that opens the door to decentralized education. In regards to the partnership, Sand COO Sebastian Bourget stated, "The Sandbox was created to bring communities together in one virtual world where anyone can create engaging experiences. Open Campus takes this further by introducing learning opportunities that are fun and hugely beneficial to our communities. To leverage blockchain in a fun way to bring people together, to play games in an open world metaverse is great, but to use that same platform to encourage education without decentralization is even better. To be completely honest, in terms of developments and partnerships, the Sandbox looks like it has a promising future. When it comes to regulation, that's where the uncertainty comes into play. You probably already know that Sand was one of the coins that was listed as a crypto asset security. Of course, Sebastian Bourget immediately responded to this by saying that we don't necessarily agree with the characterization that's been put in that litigation, including the qualification of Sand as a security. It's important for people to know that the SEC implicating Sand does not change the day-to-day activities for them at all. They are still building as usual. Although Animoca Brands has shifted its focus away from the US, Sebastian Bourget pointed out that the US is still an important market for the Sandbox since 1/3 of their users are right here in America. To be honest, we don't know to what extent the looming regulation will hurt Sand, but the positive thing to take away from it is that they're not giving up. They're still working day in and day out to build a better tomorrow. And if we all do the same, I think we'll all be okay. In the meantime, dip your toes in the sand, have as much fun as you can. Is that supposed to be a rhyme? That's all I got. Be blessed. BitBoy out.